taken quickly. And it's wide now for Carl Schneider, the Madison native. Now for Paolo Jr. And out of play will be another corner coming for forward Madison, the second of the night. If you've watched forward Madison this year, you know they love to get along the wings and go. Get their fullbacks into the attack, and wingers like Don Smart and Paolo Jr. That was Josiel Nunez skying one over the bar. Past the midway point of this first 45 minutes here at Breese Stevens Field in Madison, Wisconsin. The first goal of the night coming from Ronaldo Demis. In the 15th minute, the assist from Arturo Rodriguez, and it all came from a corner kick. Discrepancy there between the two number 6s in Brand Eaton and Afuseni Jata. JC Banks gets it wide for Paolo Jr. Maybe there's something in this now for forward Madison. Paolo Jr. gets by Jata. It's deflected. JC Banks couldn't quite win the race to it. It's headed back in. Don Smart battling for it. But the offside flag was up. I think he played it because he thought it was deflected. Let's take a look at this again. A little bit of miscommunication at the back. Oh, that was JC Banks that actually got a touch to it. And that is why Smart was offside. Navilas off his line trying to make a play. Navilas will put things back in play here, making his ninth start here tonight. Fans follow forward Madison and the rest of USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, the US Open Cup, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who've already discovered ESPN Plus and watch League One live every week. Sign up today at espnplus.com. Murillo has a throw in here on the near side. Played for Arturo Rodriguez, but we go past the end line for another goal kick. There you can see the flock end, a good look. People making all of the noise at Breese Stevens Field, one of the better environments in USL League One. Something Eric Quill noted was he didn't want to give up a quick goal. Well, I think mission accomplished in that sense. But he did mention the lively crowd. It's a fun game for his team, and he said he wanted to silence that crowd. I think they've done a decent job of that, scoring the first goal here tonight. But he did say any momentum change, for good or for bad, could be big and important with a crowd such as forward Madison's. Talking with coaches around the league, it always seems like the crowd is brought up when mentioning playing a game at Breese Stevens Field. It's one of the better atmospheres in USL League One. Daryl Shore has also praised the flock for being there every step of the way so far in the inaugural season of forward Madison in USL League One. Diagonal ball here, played up for Don Smart. He left a little bit too early. The flag goes up offside. As the Jamaican looked like he was in behind. It left just a split second too early. Josiel Nunez picking that pass out. Looks like he snuck right into that channel inside of Murillo. Is that right back tonight? That's where you want to play if you're Don Smart, right in between that fullback and that center back, trying to make a run towards goal. Couldn't quite time it. There's a shot of Daryl Shore, the first-year head coach here for forward Madison. always good to talk with Coach Daryl Shore every week. Plenty of insight from his vantage point. The ball sent in. Sean Russell able to head it away. Jata now. Here's Michel. Thomas Roberts now. Thomas Roberts makes a man miss. The cross towards the back post. Ronaldo Demis is there. And he was offside as well. Seen that called a few times here tonight. They had 14 of them in their first matchup at the end of May against Toronto FC2. So it's a team that likes to at least try to get in behind, and they've done a pretty good job of that, now scoring 24 goals, including the one here tonight on the season. J.C. Banks has slid back a little bit. J.C. Banks now plays it ahead for Don Smart. Don Smart left too early again. It seems like we're getting offside on one side and then ditto on the other. Just comes to show you the energy these guys are playing with tonight. Could not quite time that run. Those pink jerseys just pop off the screen. Boy, do they look good. Half hour gone now. It's forward Madison looking for that equalizer. North Texas looking to add on. Here's Thomas Roberts. Flipped inside. Silvestre off his line. Just in front of goal-scoring threat, Ronaldo Demis. Now here's J.C. Banks. You may have seen his celebration from last week, putting the ball under his shirt. He and his wife expecting a baby in November. Exciting for J.C. Banks and his wife. Nice little ode as he scores his first goal for forward Madison last week against FC Tucson. Josiel Nunez wins it back. Banks has it taken away by Dante Seeley. Thomas Roberts did not find Ronaldo Demis here on the near side. Carl Schneider now. Now a chance for forward Madison. They have numbers that they can get this right. Brandon Eaton taking it forward. The shot, the save, and the rebound by Don Smart. Madison are level. We take another look at it. Brandon Eaton just carrying it forward. We've seen those rebounds already tonight from Aviles. And this time, Don Smart was there and ready to pounce. His third goal on the season for forward Madison. And a big equalizer. So we are now level. So the response was very good after Madison conceded. Now we'll see what the response is after North Texas concedes for the first time. This has been an exciting 33.5 minutes. There's plenty of hype on social media leading up to it, and boy, has it lived up to expectations, at least so far. Thomas Roberts gets it wide for Jata. See if if North Texas can respond here before halftime. Flock always right on cue with their chants. Here's Paolo Jr. Laid down the wing for Pato. Christian Diaz puts it into the middle. An easy clearance. But it's one back as Diaz gets taken down. And a free kick coming from, it looks like, top of the box. Just extended there onto the right side. Pretty easy call as Arturo Rodriguez takes down Christian Diaz. Looks like Josiel Nunez stand over this free kick now. It'll be an outswinger from this right side. It's sent in, it's flicked along and a little bit too far past that far post and out for a goal kick. It seems like it took Madison conceding for them to really wake up and get chances going forward. Maybe you can credit North Texas with some of that, but in the first 15 minutes, it was a lot of one-way traffic. As Michel was taken off the ball by Josiel Nunez. He thinks twice of kicking that away. Assistant coach Michel Garbini Pereira. You do not see that every day. When the lineup came out, you kind of had to connect the dots as well. It wasn't on the roster, obviously, but you had to look in the assistant coaches column. Now Murillo putting it by Schneider for the second time. Russell will keep it in. Now forward Madison. Into the attacking third again. Paolo Jr. He couldn't quite keep it in this time. Looking for the latest USL League One news and content? Follow at USL League One on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for exclusive access and updates. Right into the middle. Here's Eric Leonard. Jota able to take it away right in front of Nunez. Oscar Romero tries to play it ahead for Demis, and he gets on the end of it. Demis now looking for Roberts. There's Christian Diaz there to make the interception. Brandon Eaton now. Eaton right up the middle. Brandon Eaton takes it himself, and it goes under the legs of Aviles and just squirts wide. Boy, it looked like that had eyes for the back of the net. And Aviles saves himself from a howler. Eaton never afraid to take one on. That had some spin to it. Luckily for Aviles, he took most of the speed of that shot out of it with his save. Brandon Eaton going right up the middle of the pitch once again. That's how forward Madison got their first goal, or at least what led to it. Now Michel. Michel Garbini Pereira out of Brazil. Spent a lot of time in Dallas, played 3 seasons with FC Dallas, signed there in 2013. There's an animated look at Eric Quill. the leader of this North Texas side. You can see behind him just a few players wearing bibs. It's because there's just 3 players on the bench tonight for North Texas. The 11 you see on the field, there's a good chance you'll see them throughout the night. Just 2 field players and 1 goalkeeper, that being Eduardo Cortez. Sean Russell. To play it forward for J.C. Banks. Bit of a collision. Banks comes away with it. Looks for Nunez. Now it's Eaton who plays it forward for Banks. And a great save, diving to his left, Carlos Aviles. And he parries it away for a corner kick for forward Madison. Good build-up play once again. It was something Daryl Shore noted. The build-up in that first goal last week against FC2. Sonny liked the passes out of the back. Let's see what they have on this corner now. Josiel Nunez plays it in. Brandon Eaton on the follow-up. Sends it out for a goal kick. North Texas hasn't had too many fantastic chances really since they scored that first goal. They have just 1 shot tonight. It was on target. Warren Madison, though, with 5 and 3 of them on target. As Thomas Roberts gets taken down, and that looks like it could be a booking there for Don Smart. Roberts making his 3rd start. We'll see if Luis Arroyo goes to his pocket. Doesn't look like he's going to. I mean, he completely missed the ball. So it will be Michel to stand over this free kick. Short. This one is skied into the flock end. Some amusement there for the flock end. Jota. Here's Thomas Roberts. He's been all over the place in that midfield tonight for North Texas. Connor Tobin now. Brandon Eaton couldn't get it by Arturo Rodriguez, trying to play on Ronaldo Demis. It's Brian Silvestre off his line to make the save. Nunez bringing it forward, going right up the middle. Here's J.C. Banks. Bit of a deflection. He's able to get it back. Gets it wide for Don Smart. Smart, the cross. I'm not sure if that was a cross or if he was going for a goal. Nonetheless, it's out for a goal kick. And once again, forward Madison dangerous as they bring it into the attacking third. For that going past the sideline. Here's Demis. Pretty quiet since scoring that opening goal. Now Arturo Rodriguez, who assisted on that opening goal. Advantage being played. Here's Don Smart. All over the top looking for Diaz. A little bit too far. So we are nearing halftime here from Breese Stevens Field in Madison. El Plastico, this one is being dubbed here tonight. 1,008 plastic flamingos being handed out. First 1,008 fans coming through the gates of Breese Stevens Field. We'll get into more of why it is specifically 1,008. You have to stay tuned for halftime. We'll also get into more on Ricardo Pepi, signing that homegrown contract with FC Dallas. He's now the co-Golden Boot leader in USL League One with his teammate Ronaldo Demis. That's now 5 goals for Demis without Pepi on the field, playing at that number 9 position that Eric Quill says he likes to play at. And there will be no stoppage time. Straight to halftime here at Breese Stevens Field. A very exciting first 45 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half,
here from Breese Stevens Field, a goal apiece. As it was Don Smart scoring for forward Madison. It was Ronaldo Demis scoring for North Texas Soccer Club. And we have hit halftime. Here was the opening goal, the header off the corner kick for Ronaldo Demis, out jumping everybody, the assist for Arturo Rodriguez. That got North Texas going. Stay tuned, halftime coming up next here on ESPN+. So yes, Ricardo Pepi off to Major League Soccer, signing that homegrown contract with FC Dallas yesterday, signing just hours before Jacob Schaffelberg did with Toronto FC. So that means he is the first League One player off to the top flight in American soccer and Major League Soccer. He just played in the Open Cup as well, started those past 2 games for FC Dallas. But when looking at Ricardo Pepi and Ronaldo Demis, very similar, a lot of goals between them. Actually, coming into this match, those 2 combined have more goals than Madison has scored all season by 2. So that just shows you how good both these players have been in front of goal. Obviously, Pepi will be missed while he is up with FC Dallas, but Ronaldo Demis, very good in front of goal himself, scoring 46% of the time. Let's go behind the scenes and look at Ricardo Pepi signing that contract.
Look very nice, very dressed up. How are you? Nice to see you.
He's come through the affiliate, the youth system, the academy, the second team, the first team now. It's steps. You know, he didn't skip any, and I know he's involved with youth national teams. It's just it's one way. It's one way. It's an important way in this club, and to take steps. Now he's got a lot of more steps in front of him.
His talent is evident when you see him. Goal scorers are hard to find, and he's been a natural goal scorer from the first time we've seen him. And he does so many things well. I mean, he's a very complete player. I personally think, you know, his build-up play and his passing is excellent too.
It's been a lot of fun to work with him and try to help him make this jump. So, but he knows who he wants to be, and that's how he plays and trains every day.
We think he's going to add a lot of value to our first team roster, so we're happy to give this opportunity to him, and that's also an opportunity to FC Dallas.
I mean, it's a lot of excitement, obviously, for me and my family. We know it's a new stage in my professional career. Just excited for this opportunity. Being able to make El Paso proud, it gives me a lot of excitement, and it allows me to stay humble because I mean, all my family and friends are from over there, and then I'm just trying to put El Paso's name in big. I mean, I promise I'll work hard for them. You know, I'll work for the team, and I'll probably score some goals for FC Dallas.
Thank you, Coach.
Nah, it's a great opportunity. Keep growing as a player. It's amazing.
Arby will try again, and another. Crossing in, it's a goal! Arby will try for goal again and find the back of the net. The cross keeps the winner! Another brace! Gallegos cuts it back! Gallegos! How about that finish?
And involve them in the process.
What does it mean to go full Mingo?
Going full Mingo means...
What does it mean to go full Mingo?
You know what's funny is I actually hated that when I first heard it.
We say you never go half Mingo, you always go full Mingo. And that means just whatever the maximum extreme is, you go for it.
You're showing up there, you're passionate, you're wearing your gear, and you're being loud and proud in the brightest, boldest colours possible.
You're willing to be weird, you're willing to be, you know, out there, stand proud.
Means to put all of your energy, your passion, and your love and support into Forward Madison. We're mere caretakers for this team. The team really belongs to Madison and the people of Madison.
I mean, I think everybody, to a certain degree, is interested in what their crest represents at the club they support. But it also means a lot more when the people that are actually like in the stands every week are the ones that actually help make that happen.
The players on the field represent them.
From the get-go with our supporters, you can tell there's going to be a special connection. It motivates me every day to show up to training. It's why I play. And to be able to help foster a sense of community that, you know, fans and supporters connect with week in and week out, that's special to me. It's something that I cherish.
We've got a great facility to be proud of. We've got a team to be proud of. What this club is trying to do is offer a real sense of community to people from all different backgrounds, all different jobs, all different ages and everything. It's to each and every demographic as well.
The best thing we did was empower them, deputize them, and not get in their way. Just support them.
Flamingos are all the rage in Madison, Wisconsin. The giveaway tonight, 1,008 plastic flamingos were given out to the crowd because tomorrow is Pink Flamingo Day, National Pink Flamingo Day, if you did not know. So now let's get into why it's exactly 1,008. Well, let's go back September 4th, 1979. They appeared on Bascom Hill on the University of Wisconsin-Madison campus. The Pail and Shovel Party had just won the student government elections, and all of a sudden, that morning, they showed up there, and that's why they are the official bird, and they debuted with that crest there for Forward Madison. So now here is the news and notes around USL League One. Some stars moving up. Schaffelberg and Pepe, they're both on the bench tonight for their respective sides. They're actually playing against each other. And the Gold Cup, along with the Player of the Week. And let's get into the standings. Coming into today, it's North Texas at the top with 23 points. Forward Madison at the bottom. But with how things are shaking up around the league, we'll see how things shake out after tonight. Now the schedule for the upcoming week. North Texas and FC Tucson will kick us off on Tuesday. And a Friday match, a couple of Friday matches as well, and 2 Saturday matches as well. The scoreboard now from around USL League One. Lansing Ignite FC, a big home win over Orlando City B. Chattanooga and Greenville, they went into a delay. Well, Tormenta and Richmond were also battling some weather issues. They did kick off. And then Tuesday, North Texas Soccer Club and FC Tucson. One more break. We'll be back with the second half and highlights right after this. Back here at Breese-Stevens Field, Forward Madison and North Texas, 1-1 at halftime. Let's get to the highlights and see how that first 45 minutes shook out. It was an exciting 45 minutes at Breese-Stevens Field. Here was how it got started, the scoring. A Ronaldo Demis header, his 7th goal on this season. Arturo Rodriguez with the assist, his 5th assist, now takes the lead. Also in assists, but plenty of chances for Forward Madison, plenty of saves as well from Carlos Aviles, but there was one opportunity that he could not save. It wasn't that one. A nice save as Don Smart maybe just a little bit too far offside. Here was the goal. Brandon Eaton, the shot, Aviles, the save, but the rebound and the goal to Don Smart. And that is what leveled this match up at 1. And Forward Madison nearly scoring another one as it went right under the hands there of Carlos Aviles. Forward Madison, they had more chances.
Come to the ticket office to claim your prize.
And they will be looking for that second goal. We'll see who can get that second goal first, if it even comes here tonight. An exciting first 45 of El Plastico, and I'm sure the second 45 will be just as exciting. We told you about why it's 1,008 flamingos that were passed out tonight. It goes all the way back to 1979, a pretty cool story. And the Madison mayor from 2003 to 2011, Dave Chuslovich, He was quoted and said, "It embraces the feeling of, hey, yeah, we know we're different, we know we're a little crazy, and we like that." It's pretty cool that they have embraced the flamingo. It's the is the city bird of Madison. And Peter Wilt, the managing director, says, quote, "It reminds us that life, especially in Madison, should be fun and a bit irreverent." So there you have it. 1,008 flamingos. Forward Madison goes by the flamingos. It's in their crest. And thus the pink jerseys, and as their team shop is called, plenty of flamboyance. We are readying for the second half kick. J.C. Banks ready to put things back in play here. As the sides will switch ends. It's now Madison attacking the end towards the flock supporter section. As it's played wide for Christian Diaz. Popped way up in the air. And a can of corn for Aviles. And already the flock is ready for this second half, making plenty of noise. As Romero can't keep it in here on the near side. Michel, now for Jata. Jata will take it on and will sky it into the concession stand area. And now Brian Silvestre looking for a soccer ball. And still waiting for a soccer ball. So it got sent into the stands. I think somebody might have wanted to take a picture with it. Now Silvestre will get a new one. Ronaldo Demis in the 15th minute. It was Don Smart in the 33rd. That is where we stand here as we start this second half. Remember, only 3 subs for North Texas. For Madison, it's a full bench. So something to keep an eye on as we progress. It's a defender, a forward, and a goalkeeper for North Texas. Kevin Rosas, Jesus Sosa, Eduardo Cortez. Here's Dante Seeley. Couldn't get by Connor Tobin. Drek Evans gets it wide. It's played forward now. Looking for Arturo Rodriguez. Michel headed it down. Looked like his jersey was being pulled by Eric Leonard. Instead, referee Luis Arroyo says, no, you did the jersey pulling. So Leonard now finds himself on the turf. It's taken away by Dante Seeley. He gets upended. Advantage being played. Thomas Roberts takes it on. It was deflected. And it will be a yellow card given to Christian Diaz. The first caution of the game goes to number 27 in pink. And it will be a corner kick upcoming.
A yellow card has been issued to forward Madison number 27, Christian Diaz, in the 49th minute.
He upended Dante Seeley there, came down hard on that shoulder. And it will be Michel Garbini to take. Left foot, swings it in towards that near post. Headed out, and no, it did not go out of play. Michel will take it again, right into the middle. Demis slipped, looking for a deflection. He will not get it, and another goal kick for forward Madison. Just the story of Michel Garbini Pereira playing tonight is Such an interesting story. Mentioned it at the top. An assistant coach. Plays for the Dallas Sidekicks in the Major Arena Soccer League. Made 8 appearances this past season. Played for FC Dallas from 2013 to 2015. Retired after the 2017 season. North Texas was short on players, and here he is playing for North Texas here tonight in El Plastico. It's played wide, Paolo Jr. Cesar Murillo there as well. And it will be a corner kick. Murillo was getting ready to kick that back to Carlos Aviles in goal. Instead, he'll kick it to the corner. You can see the 3 substitutes for North Texas warming up. Josiel Nunez to take. Just past the 50th minute here in Madison. Nunez, a low drive towards the near post. It stays in play. Jota heads it away. Tobin kicks it in the air. Eaton. Now J.C. Banks. Demis looks like he'll win that foot race to it, along with being basically tackled by Eric Leonard. But Demis coming forward, and maybe an opportunity for North Texas. Arturo Rodriguez, before it's cleared away by Sean Russell. Excuse me, Josiel Nunez was there to it.
Again, fans, the 50-50 raffle winner is the person holding ticket 718544.
Arturo Rodriguez had plenty of green turf in front of him. But good job getting back on defense for forward Madison. Now it goes out for a throw-in. Looks to be just another great crowd here in Madison tonight. As another quick throw-in, played ahead to Demis. He goes down in the box. No call. It will just be another goal kick. Maybe something in that. Diaz now. Good job to keep the ball for the Mingos. It's played for Carl Schneider. Plenty of options on the bench for Daryl Shore tonight if he elects to use them. We've seen Jiro Barriga Toyama. It's one of those players that has been used off the bench here in recent weeks. It's Paolo Jr. now. Don Smart. Here's Christian Diaz now. J.C. Banks playing higher up the pitch tonight. Brandon Eaton. And it's won back by North Texas. Maybe an opportunity for them to come forward now. Oscar Romero, now Thomas Roberts. Jota couldn't get it by Paolo Jr. A beautiful pass finds Don Smart from Josiel Nunez. Leonard clips it forward. Here's Christian Diaz. Diaz slips it inside. find his man as the crowd cheers as this one gets put into the street. East Washington is right behind our camera position. Leonard now into the box and out of play. Fans, the USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy. This allows clubs at all levels across the USL to develop its local youth and compete at the highest levels across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. Brandon Eaton again in that area where he's not afraid to let loose. It's dispossessed. Here's Dante Seeley. Player that Eric Quill really likes. It's played forward now, Ronaldo Demis. But Sean Russell was first to it. Seeley commits the foul on Don Smart. North Texas did get the first goal of tonight's match, but since then they've really been held quiet. Not a whole lot of great opportunities. You have to credit this forward Madison side for limiting the chances of their opposition. It's played down the wing. Carl Schneider couldn't keep up. Chattanooga and Greenville weather delay. A 9:35 restart time on ESPN Plus. Just click right over if you are waiting for that game to resume. Some pressure being applied by Don Smart. Here's Dante Seeley. Forward for Ronaldo Demis, and he commits a foul. But Dante Seeley, somebody that Eric Quill says needs to use his right foot maybe a little bit more, but getting a chance at left back tonight, not his normal position, usually more of a winger, playing up the field in the attack. And he's a player that Quill says needs to be better in transition and getting back on defense, but I guess tonight he is fully a defender unless he gets up those flanks like we have seen from forward Madison, a little bit tonight from North Texas as well. Very structured side. This one goes past the end line for another goal kick. We just saw that shot of the Madison bench in the background, and you could spot Ryan Coulter. He's just doing his coaching duties tonight, not in the 18. It's Brian Silvestre in goal. It's Brandon Barnes on the bench. We've seen plenty of rotation with the goalkeepers between Silvestre and Ryan Coulter so far this season. It's been a talking point amongst forward Madison supporters as well. Demis keeps it in there on the far side. And now it goes out of play, and Daryl Shore trying to get it back from Cesar Murillo. There's a look at Daryl Shore. Breck Evans on the ball. A made his reappearance in USL League One last week against Toronto FC 2.
Once again, fans, if you're holding ticket
injury.
718544, you're the winner of our 50-50 raffle. Come to the ticket office to claim your prize.
As Brian Silvestre will put things back in play. As we approach the hour mark, you can see Thomas Roberts there, number 23 for North Texas. One of those homegrown signings for North Texas and FC Dallas. He actually was one of 2 players to spend 10 days on loan at Bayern Munich. It was him and Chris Richards, who now actually plays for Bayern Munich, or at least in their academy. But Eric Quill has gotten a chance to coach Chris Richards and now a chance to coach Thomas Roberts as well. 2 very bright young stars in the American soccer system. And both out of states that you wouldn't necessarily associate with soccer. As Eric Quill found Chris Richards out of just outside of Birmingham, Alabama, and Thomas Roberts from Little Rock, Arkansas. It just shows you how much the game is growing. Here is Roberts on the ball. It's wide here for Seeley. And a handball there on Don Smart as Seeley tried to get around him. And it will be a set piece coming on this near side for North Texas, and Smart isn't happy about it. Once again, it will be Michel to take. First North Texas goal came from a set piece. Michel towards the near post and just wide. A great ball chipped in by Michel, but could not be directed on frame. Hector Montalvo is making his first start. He couldn't quite steer it inside of that near post. Maybe the best chance for North Texas since that goal that came all the way back in the 15th minute. Giveaway, and here's J.C. Banks. Numbers for forward Madison. Slip for Paolo Jr. Couldn't quite get a shot away. Don Smart now at the top of the box. Smart for Nunez. Nunez for the far post. It's deflected and now cleared. Oh boy, a big giveaway in the midfield and at the back, and now maybe another one here. Ronaldo Demis. And it's a save by Silvestre as he has to find the ball. All of a sudden, this game waking up a little bit. Chances on both sides. Silvestre was quick off his line. It's nearly J.C. Banks for Madison, and it was nearly Ronaldo Demis with goal number 2 on the night. It's played ahead. Here's Don Smart. Don Smart for forward Madison! A place for Don Smart, and Madison are back in front. He goes to celebrate with the flock as he took it on. Top shelf, and Madison lead 2-1.
Madison
as he bows for the crowd.
From Kingston, Don Smart. Assisted by number 6, Brandon Eaton. That goal came in the 64th minute.
What a moment for Forward Madison FC. They've taken the lead against league leaders North Texas Soccer Club. And what a moment that was. Forward Madison taking their time and getting back. Unsure what the discussion is here. We're not waiting for VAR like we've seen in the World Cup here lately. And Michel talking with head referee Luis Arroyo. Looks like Madison maybe readying a sub there on the far side. We've seen another pink jersey appear. But how about that? Don Smart, 2 goals for him tonight, his 4th league goal. He scored 2 goals in the US Open Cup, so up to 6 for him on the season. But what a moment for Forward Madison as they have taken the lead against North Texas. Now, can they hold on in these next 25 minutes and come away with what would be one of their biggest wins of the season for Forward Madison and maybe even for all of USL League One? The only loss North Texas has this season is at the hands of Toronto FC 2. So it's been a good rivalry between those 2 teams, but El Plastico living up to the hype here tonight as North Texas look for an equalizer now. All deflected around at the back and finally cleared away. Romero trying to find Demis. Jata. Michel. Here's Roberts. Now Michel, and we are hearing the sub will be Jeff Michaud for Forward Madison, a more defensive-minded player as they try to hold on a midfielder as Michel goes down. And it looks like we will get that sub now. So Michaud from West Palm Beach, Florida will come on.
Forward Madison FC.
He was out of the lineup last week due to a family commitment. He is back in action tonight, coming off the bench for the Mingos. So another appearance for Jeff Michaud. Brandon Eaton is off. Michaud comes on, and it was a good about 67 minutes for Brandon Eaton, who's a creator in that midfield for Forward Madison. It's played short again for North Texas. Arturo Rodriguez finds Michel. Collision here on this near side. Don Smart in there again. Christian Diaz has to be careful with that yellow card he did pick up.
Hey, Goes fans,
So
if
Brandon
Don
Eaton
Smart can
gets
get one
an
more
assist.
goal, take your game ticket to Avenue Club for a free New Glarus draft
He also
beer.
created that first opportunity on the save by Aviles and then the eventual goal by Don Smart, the first goal by Don Smart. So far 12 shots tonight for Madison, just 7 for North Texas. Tua Rodriguez plays it short for Michel. Towards the back post, looking for Evans. Diaz now comes away with it. At least Nunez does. Now Paolo Jr., maybe a counterattack opportunity. Long ball played over the top. Aviles way off his line, and he has to clear it away. This one into the luxury boxes here on the near side. Don Smart takes it quickly. Played wide for Paolo Jr. Tua Rodriguez all over him. Now into the box. Headed away by Seeley. Looking for Banks. Now it's Nunez. Nunez making people miss with that fancy footwork. Nunez, the shot. He was always going away from goal there, but showing off the fancy footwork is Josiel Nunez. As you can hear that attendance in the background, 4,211. Another crowd of over 4,000 for Forward Madison. They will keep their spot atop the leading attendance in USL League One as Carlos Aviles looking for another ball. And now we have 3 balls, as that one rolling onto the pitch as well. I guess we'll take this time to tell you, fans, follow Forward Madison the rest of USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, the US Open Cup, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch League One live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. North Texas will play out of the back. Some pressure being applied by Forward Madison. Leonard for Paolo Jr. could not keep it in play. Ronaldo Demis basically posting up Sean Russell there and able to win a throw-in. Michel. Michel has been assuming that holding midfield position tonight, right in the middle at all times as Michaud goes down. Nunez will take his time. I'm sure Forward Madison very willing to take more time as this clock rolls towards 90 as they try to hold out for what would be a massive win in their season. It's won back by Christian Diaz. Now it's Don Smart who's on a hat trick. Plays it for Christian Diaz. Ball across the 6. And it's cleared away by Montalvo. And a corner upcoming for Forward Madison. Their 4th corner of the night. So we take another look. Don Smart coming forward, playing it wide for the overlapping Diaz, and winning another corner. See those plastic flamingos in the background. Telling fans you can put your drink in it if you so choose. Sean Russell and Connor Tobin were testing it out with water before practice the other day. Josiel Nunez takes the corner towards the back post and over everybody. Eric Leonard will try to keep it in play, and instead he'll go out for a throw-in. Who's up, who's down, where does your club sit? Find out every Monday in the official USL League One Power Rankings, only on USLLeague1.com. Not be surprised to see Madison move up in those standings. One back by Leonard. Now it's played forward for J.C. Banks. Maybe an opportunity here. Goes towards the end line. Keeps it in play. Aviles off his line. Makes a save. And clears it away, at least for a throw-in for the moment.
So that's one last time. Tonight is 7-1-8.
Another good opportunity in the attack for forward Madison. Allo Jr. clips it in. It's headed away. Don Smart can find his hat trick, but it's just high. As Aviles just got a hand on that one. I think North Texas would like to see him do a little bit better with that ball. I'm not sure he knew that Smart was there. I think that was also the only thing he really could do. So rattle some flag posts back there, but Don Smart, what a night it's been. 2 goals and nearly a third right there. Festive atmosphere continuing at Breese Stevens Field. Has really been relentless tonight from forward Madison. But Texas has had some trouble going forward. It's played inside. Ashad is not the first one to it. It was Montalvo, but yet another corner for forward Madison. Nunez, right into the middle, Eric Leonard! And cleared away once again. There's Leonard first to it, and then cleared away again. The pressure just relentless tonight from forward Madison. There it was. Good opportunity. This one. Now played towards the other side. Schneider back into the middle. A shot able to keep it in. Tobin was there, and Evans clears it away. Looks like there is a sub readying for North Texas here in just a moment. Played wide for Josiel Nunez. Josiel Nunez back to his left. Nunez! How about a hit? And it's 3-1 to forward Madison. Setting it all up. Josiel Nunez putting it on his left and making it 3-1 to the Mingos. And straight to celebrate with his teammates in the flock end. And it looks like a sub coming on. It will be Jesus Souza. FC Dallas Development Academy player.
North Texas SC substitution. Leaving the game, number 7, Oscar Romero. Entering
It's
the game,
Oscar
number 64,
Romero
Jesus
coming off,
Sosa.
and it's Jesus Souza coming on. So one sub for both sides now. But oh boy, what a night it has been for the Flamingos, and on really their day. It's played ahead for Demis with National Pink Flamingo Day coming tomorrow. The party's getting started early in Madison. It's wide here for Seeley. Looking for Jata over his head and out for a goal kick. So the night started with 1,008 plastic pink flamingos being passed out. And it's ending with what looks like is going to be 3 points to Forward Madison unless North Texas has something to say. We're talking with Daryl Shore about those pink flamingos. He said his son did get him a few for his birthday back in January. And he displayed them in his house in the Chicago area. And then when he moved up to Madison, he brought a few with him. But he said the pink flamingos have taken over Madison. He says he sees them displayed in people's yard. It's incredible the support they have gotten, the fans getting behind it. It's really taken on a life of its own, the pink flamingo. Here's Dante Seeley now. Seeley takes it on, and he hits the scoreboard. But we did get a concession from Daryl Shore. He said he'd be lying if he knew it was National Pink Flamingo Day tomorrow on June 23rd. But he's happy to celebrate. I'm sure it'll be a happy celebration if they can finish off this 3-1 win over the league leaders. Right now, Tormenta has not scored yet, so it would be a tie at the top on points at 23. We'll take a look at the standings after this match is over, but everything's bunching up in USL League One. It could be 2 wins in the past 2 games for Forward Madison. Push Forward Madison up to 14 points. J.C. Banks for Mashad, and it's deflected all the way back. Don Smart still sitting on a hat trick. There's been 2 hat tricks this season. Ronaldo Demis has one of them last week. Ricardo Pepi has one all the way back on March 30th against Chattanooga. Right now, North Texas with the leading assist man in Arturo Rodriguez. He now has 5. I haven't checked to see who's gotten assists around the league tonight, but if it stayed like it was coming in, it'd be Rodriguez still at the top. And it would be 2 North Texas goal scorers, and Demis and Pepi as well at the top of the goal scoring list. It's played ahead for J.C. Banks. Maybe he wants it on the goal-scoring party. J.C. Banks, yes he does! And the back flip to boot. It's 4-1. The Mingos are running wild in Madison. Played forward, North Texas putting plenty of men forward, and J.C. Banks has 2 goals in just as many weeks. can see what it means to this fan base, to this team.
Flipping star, J.C. Banks.
J.C. Banks, somebody Daryl Shore said has been huge for his side, a quiet leader. He said has gotten closer to goal positionally after starting out at the 6, and you can see it paying off. 4-1 to Forward Madison. What a night it has been at Breese Stevens Field. The most goals they have scored this season. They put 3 past El Paso Locomotive. They have not scored 4 at all this season. And of course it comes before Pink Flamingo Day tomorrow. Don Smart still looking for his hat trick. He disposes of a defender. Towards the top of the area, there wasn't a pink jersey there. There's one in Eric Leonard. Christian Diaz now. And once again, the flock is on their game again tonight in the stands. Thomas Roberts now. See if what North Texas has in these final 5 minutes plus stoppage time. It was 1-1 at halftime. It's 3-0 here in this second half. It's Demis now. All he can do is kick it into the stands. And it looks like we are going to see Danny Tenorio come on, and this should be a good ovation for J.C. Banks as he makes his way off the pitch.
Forward Madison FC substitution. Leaving the game, number 29.
So it will be J.C. Banks exiting, Danny Tenorio coming on. A great 86 minutes played for J.C. Banks. A standing ovation from the crowd at Breese Stevens Field, as some of them trying to beat the traffic home with this one in hand. But here is Danny Tenorio, a really interesting player. He has not played this season. This is his USL League One debut. He was the second ever signing for Forward Madison. The second season in the United States. He played for Naples United last season. He got some time against the Green Bay Voyagers in USL League Two in a friendly a few weeks ago. That was a 1-1 draw. I was up in Green Bay as well, but Daryl Shore said he's lacking match fitness, so he's really just trying to get things going. But he's another player that is an attacking player with options to put him in wide positions, good on set pieces, and calm in front of goal. See what he can do in these first few minutes at Breese Stevens Field. The shot is saved by Silvestre. Daryl Shore said he will get 45 minutes, or they hope for him to get 45 minutes against Minnesota United when they make a trip to Madison on Tuesday for a friendly. That should be another fun atmosphere at Breese Stevens Field when MLS side Minnesota United come to Madison. Be Thomas Roberts to take right into the middle. And maybe a counterattack opportunity. Danny Tenorio trying to stay on side. It's Don Smart with the ball, and he will play it back. Mashad. And now it's played forward. Danny Tenorio. And this will go out of play. And it will be a goal kick. And here is another substitution for Forward Madison. It will be Jiro Barriga Toyama to come on. And will be Paolo Jr. coming off for Forward Madison. We've seen Jiro Barriga Toyama come on in recent weeks as a substitute, more of a super sub for Forward Madison, and here he is again. He was very good in the U.S. Open Cup. 90% tackle success rate this season for Juaburiga Toyama. Now out for a throw-in, Dante Seeley. 1 minute remaining in regular time. See how much stoppage time there is at the end of this second half. Michel, the assistant coach, going to be his last appearance for North Texas this season. We'll see how that all shakes out. They do play again on Tuesday. A busy week upcoming. Tucson and Lansing up ahead for North Texas Soccer Club. Jata gets taken down. Now it's Michel. Now Thomas Roberts. Roberts for Seeley. And it deflects all the way back to Brian Silvestre. All we are doing now is awaiting how much stoppage time there will be.
The referee
it
has
will
added
be 2 minutes of stoppage time here at the end of this 90 minutes. We're also awaiting a substitution. It'll be Kevin Rosas coming on. Arturo Rodriguez coming off. The only two field players for North Texas make appearances here tonight. It's Kevin Rosas and Jesus Souza, the only two field players for North Texas on the three-man bench. So he gets in on the action tonight. It will be a throw-in for forward Madison. Here's Sosa now. Trying to get ahead for Demis, and that was not happening on that occasion. Goes back to Silvestre. And the flock end will be singing into the night. I'm sure they'll be happy wherever they end up post-game. You know they will be out late tonight in Madison, celebrating a big win for Forward Madison, the most goals scored in a match for Forward Madison, at least in USL League One play. We're through the 2 minutes. See when Luis Arroyo blows his whistle. There it is! All 3 points for Forward Madison, and arguably one of the biggest wins in their short history, a 4-1 win over the league leaders, North Texas Soccer Club, and more importantly, they win El Plastico here tonight, 4-1. A dominant performance for the Mingos on a very festive night in Madison, Wisconsin. Don Smart was the man, 2 goals for Smart. But the goals just kept on coming. It was Josiel Nunez who wanted in on the action. It was JC Banks as well. And they put 4 goals past the top team in USL League One. We'll come back and wrap things up in just a moment. Stay with us here on ESPN Plus. The flock end celebrating this one with the Mingos, signing some autographs for the fans as Paolo Jr. And let's go check out how this thing went down. The highlights from this exciting match from Breese Stevens Field in Madison. So here's how it all went down. It was actually North Texas who got going first. It was Arturo Rodriguez swinging in the corner, finding Ronaldo Demis, the co-goal leader now in USL League One, along with now the leading assist man. And here is how it got going for Forward Madison. Plenty of chances there in that first half, but here was the first goal from Don Smart. A little bit before halftime, getting things going, getting that equalizer that Madison so desperately needed at that point. But little did they know that they would come away with 4 goals. And here was the second, an absolute rocket, much like the goal he actually scored against St. Louis FC in the U.S. Open Cup, able to come along and put one in the back of the net right there, and bows for the crowd. They're happy to celebrate another goal. But the attack would not stop from Forward Madison. Josiel Nunez making people miss. On that occasion was always going wide. He would eventually get his goal. Don Smart, though, nearly getting the hat trick there. Just couldn't steer it quite on frame. Zavilas could do nothing but really just knock that away, but right into the feet of Don Smart. The goal scoring was not done. Josiel Nunez doing this himself, bringing it onto his left foot, a rocket into that lower right-hand corner, and that made it 3-1 to the home side. They weren't looking back. The flock end was loving it, but J.C. Banks, their quiet leader, as Daryl Shore calls him, he wanted some as well, and it was 4-1 to the home side. Let's take a look at the match stats from this one. 4-1, it finishes 18 shots to 9. They double up on North Texas in terms of shots. North Texas did have the possession, but this one all goes to Forward Madison, a yellow card apiece as well. So the flock will be celebrating this one here tonight. Quite a night ahead of National Flamingo Day tomorrow, El Plastico. All of the buzz going into it. It has lived up to the hype, and Forward Madison able to come away with an absolutely massive win for them. They move up to 14 points, and they're right back in the thick of things in USL League One play. That pushes them up to 7th place. North Texas down to 2nd. So what a night it was. El Plastico is in the books, and it goes to the home side. The men wearing pink, they come away a 4-1 win. That's going to do it for Josh Eastern and our entire crew. We say so long from Madison, Wisconsin. It goes to Forward Madison tonight.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.